What's up, YouTube? How's it going, guys? It's Ethan here, and as you can see from those beautiful views, I'm up in the mountains today doing the Hesse Trail outside of Nederland, Colorado. A very popular hiking trail both in the winter and summer, and one of the most popular ways to access the Indian Peaks wilderness. So this is a pretty heavily traveled trail, but it's beautiful. So I'm actually getting a pretty late start today, and right now the snow and ice isn't too bad, but it's definitely going to get worse the further I go in. So I'm not exactly sure how far in I'm going to hike. I think the Hesse Trail itself is only like 1.25 miles, and then you start another trail that takes you up to Lost Lake and a few other places. So like I said, not sure exactly how long I'm going to hike in, but I'm just going to enjoy it, enjoy the views, maybe see some wildlife, although I doubt it. There are a lot of people on this trail, but either way it should be fun. Up there, that's all part of the Eldora ski resort. And we just came out to basically a four-wheel drive road. And I think the trail gets more narrow a little bit up that way. So the trail is essentially a creek right now, and it's not like this all year, but it is May, so there's a lot of snow melt right now. And the Indian Peaks is known for having, you know, lots of snow fields and little glaciers and stuff like that. So you're gonna see, definitely if you hike this trail in the springtime, spring or early summer, you're gonna see a lot of snow melt, and you kind of just got to deal with it. Just wear good footwear. Crossing a creek now. And continuing on the Hesse Trail. Note to all the hikers and backpackers. So, if you look here, we are only a mile away from the intersection with the Lost Lake Trail. So, we will see. I'll see, I might do that. It's already like, I think it's like 12:30. So, kind of just having a relaxing day. But I heard that Lost Lake is a pretty easy trail, so. Getting great views looking east now. Climbed up quite a bit. Can't wait till we start getting some views looking to the west. Alright, coming up to a waterfall here. Not a huge one. Let's check it out. We're at the top of the waterfall right now. It goes all the way down there. Very cool. Alright, so we're starting on the Devil's Thumb Trail, and we're only half a mile from Lost Lake, so I should definitely be able to make it that far. And we're crossing the creek again. Hey. Got another small waterfall over there. Very cool trail. Getting a better view of that little waterfall from right here. And the trail's pretty much been all snow for a little while now. Might have to put on my yak tracks. It's all that slushy spring snow too, so it's really slippery. All right, getting pretty close to Lost Lake. I had to come up on this rock though, because through the trees we're getting our first little view of some of the taller mountains in the Indian Peaks Wilderness. Lots of snow still up here. As you can see, look over there. I mean, that's at least 3 to 4 feet. That's not cool. Pretty sure it was a group of hikers. I'm pretty sure it was them down there that did it too. How hard is it to pack out your trash? I mean, like, seriously. Just throw it back in your fucking backpack. How difficult is it to pack out your trash? That's one thing that makes me furious. I gotta tell you, I gotta just rant for a second, because that's one thing that infuriates me, is when you can't take the fucking time to pick up your trash off the ground and carry it the fuck out of here. You're ruining it for everybody else. You're ruining the you know, all the beauty and all the you know, the wildlife that could pick that up and eat it. If you do that, don't come out to places like this. Stay in the fucking city where you fucking belong. Don't come out here and pull shit like that. Some people like to come up here and enjoy it. How can you enjoy it when there's fucking trash all over the place? Like I said, it was them. It was that group of women that are hiking down right now that did that shit. I'm not gonna let that ruin my day. It is beautiful, but might as well go down there and pick that trash up since I'm here. But unbelievable. Not cool. Not cool at all. Alright, so go straight to get to King Lake and Woodland Lake. But luckily for us, we're going up all the snow to Lost Lake. But we are pretty close, so it's okay. It was at this point right here where I decided to throw these guys on. I got my yak tracks on now, so hopefully that'll help, because this is a very slick section of the trail. Everybody coming down is like falling on their ass every couple of seconds. I haven't seen anyone out here with yak tracks yet, so it's always nice. I pretty much always keep them in my day pack, because you never know when you're going to need them. Hiking up in the mountains here in Colorado, even in May. All right, here we are, Lost Lake in the Indian Peaks Wilderness. Fun and beautiful hike to get up here. Walk around the lake a little bit, see what kind of views I can get from over there. Really beautiful views from this side of the lake. Really beautiful spot up here. And a really nice day today. There's some clouds off in that direction, but I'm not too concerned about it. It's mostly sunny out here for now, so. Wow. All right. It's about time to start heading back down. Just wanted to get one more view of the mountains and the lake from up here. Beautiful place to end the hike today. Now it's time to start heading back. Alright, so I'm back across that bridge. There's the creek right there. Just enjoying the hike back down. Really beautiful scenery on this whole trail. It's great. That first waterfall, and you can't really see it, it's through the trees right now, but Eldora is right over there, ski area. And I would say it's probably about 1.5 miles, maybe a little bit longer, something like that, to get back to the trailhead from here. So, by the way, when you're looking into hiking the Hesse Trail, make sure you remember that unless you have a really good four-wheel drive truck or SUV, that chances are you're going to have to park on the side of the road, on the side of 4th of July Road, a little bit before you get to the trailhead. And so I think that adds about another 1/2 mile, 3/4 mile one way onto the hike. But that section's like pretty flat, so it's not really a big deal, but it does add a little bit of distance onto the hike for sure. And getting that view to the east again, very cool. And despite the fact that Eldora is closed, you can see that run still is covered in snow. But it is May, so most of the ski resorts are closed now. I think Arapahoe Basin, A Basin as the locals call it, is the only one that's still open right now. So as you can see, the lower portion of excuse me, of the Hesse Trail has a lot of aspen trees. So this would be a great place for a fall hike. Even if you don't want to, do any of the hard stuff, just, stop right here. Because this, from here, right there where the trail turns the corner is where it starts going uphill and getting into some of the tougher parts of the hike. Still not that bad, but, slightly tougher parts of the hike. But from here all the way back to the trailhead, it's pretty much flat. And, yeah, like I said, there's a lot of aspen trees in this section, like the first mile or so of the hike. So this would be a pretty cool place to check out in the fall, for sure. Also, when it's a little drier, because it is all just snow, mud, and water. So right here, this is actually the official start of the trail. So when you get online information about how long the trail is, it starts from right here. And if you come up this way, there's a little parking lot up here, but it's completely inaccessible right now. And even in the summertime, without a really good like four-wheel drive high clearance vehicle, there's still no way you could get here. So like I said, add on about another, I'd say 0.6 miles to the hike from what it tells you. Search and rescue. Anyway, this is kind of this is what the four-wheel drive road looks like right now. So like I said, you got to have one hell of a good truck or SUV to get past all of that. I mean, that water's pretty deep too. That's like more than a foot deep in some spots. And then you got all the big patches of snow everywhere. Looks like about 2 feet deep. And just a rough road in general. So this is cool. When you first get to where the trailhead is, there's a lot of these old buildings here, and I believe this was a really small mining community. So if you're into that kind of stuff, there's all this stuff here, and then also on the 4th of July trail, which is the other trail that starts in the same area as this one. You get up to the 4th of July mine on your way to like Arapahoe Glacier and some of those really tall, really high up in elevation areas in the Indian Peaks wilderness. So this area here, there's actually another little parking area, but I'm still a little further up there to where two-wheel drive vehicles can still get to, and that's where most people are parked at, because even to get to this point, it doesn't look so bad right in this area, but further up that way, back towards Eldora, it gets pretty rough. But anyway, pretty much done, so I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap up the video here. Thank you guys for watching, I really appreciate it. Sorry about my little freak out, but I just get annoyed by certain people that do things like that out on the trails. But either way, this was still a really beautiful hike, and I mean, the Indian Peaks Wilderness, it is really a really popular area, but it's absolutely beautiful. Definitely worth going on some hikes out here, doing some backpacking trips out here, and really just a really fun spot. So if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, give it a like, and I will see you guys on the next one. I got some awesome stuff planned for the upcoming weeks, so I'll get back to you soon.